The Australian Television Network and Associated Stations presents The Bert Newton Show!
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much indeed. Welcome, welcome, welcome. That's enough. It's a Friday. Relax. Relax. Blessings upon you. Blessings upon you. Oh, I'm sorry, sister. I didn't realise. I said blessings upon you. The first thing I saw was a nun sitting in the audience. I'm sorry, sister. Nothing sacrilegious. Are you well and fit? I hope that you are. I hope that you're going to enjoy the show today. And as much as I loved having the big band down there yesterday, the Ross Burton big band for the Bert Newton Show, it's nice to see the boys back home again.
Thank you.
Ross, Bert and the boys of the aggregation, as we say in the trade. John Deeks. My dear friend John Deeks.
Oh, I'm in trouble.
Yeah, you're right. As you know, I'm a pretty relaxed, lay-back sort of guy. I mean, nothing really upsets me all that much. I heard just before the rotten show, just before the show, that you have to leave at or you think you're leaving at 12:30 to get to Adelaide to do Come On Down or something.
No. Wheel of Fortune.
Yes.
And there's no trains available.
Yes.
There's no light planes available.
Yes.
And the only flight I can get is at 1:15.
Ah, yes.
So they said, what's more important to you, Wheel of Fortune or the Bert Newton Show?
Yes, John.
And I said, well, perhaps if...
John, if it happened the planes went out completely this afternoon, who would be the announcer for the Wheel of Fortune with John Burgess? Who would fill in for you?
I don't know, and I don't want to find out.
I think you'll be finding out very, very soon, John. We need you here. I mean, Ian Cover did a wonderful job for last week, but I mean, it just wasn't the same sort of show.
But we've got the great Burke.
Yeah, that's what I mean. That's what I meant. He actually smiled then, the great Burke. Actually, hey, you smiled, the great Burke smiled. Well. I certainly hope that Hayes Gordon is watching this afternoon because a great actor never leaves character. Now, great Burke, let's have... Yes, we got him in one. Well, John, if you've got to go, I guess you've got to go, but I'd rather you be here. I mean, you just make the decision. If you go to Adelaide, not much is going to happen. I just hope you sit at home each day and watch the show and enjoy it. You know what I mean? We'll see what happens. It's good to have your company. Don't you leave me, will you? You be loyal. I tell you who is also leaving. Everybody's getting out of town. Cheryl Freeman, who's been wonderful on the show for us over the last couple of months, one of the stars of Big River, is going home to America. And that's very, very sad because not only is she a fine performer, she's a great girl too, but she's with us on the show today, and a little later on in the show today, she's going to be part of our request segment when Barry Crocker, Cheryl and I will sing the songs that you've asked for. Here's a song we've asked Cheryl to sing for us first up. Respect, it's called. Please welcome again Cheryl Freeman.
I ain't gonna do you wrong.
Cheryl Freeman, R-E-S-P-E-C-T, respect. Come on over, Cheryl. Well, you see, and I suddenly realised you've done so many great things for us, and you've never been to this illustrious host
Boy, I
set.
feel like I really made it now.
This is it. This is, once you're here, this is it. And also, I mean, to add to your collection today, you also joined Barry Crocker and myself in the request segment.
What a treat.
Have you met Barry before?
Yes, I have. No, today I met him.
Great voice.
Very good
Can
voice.
sing anything, and will try to sing anything too. So just make sure you get in for your chop, won't you? Cheryl, why are you going back?
Well, that's a long story, but let's make it short.
Yeah?
I have some commitments at home. Well, as you know, this show was running till July 22nd here.
Yep.
And then they extended it another month, and they've extended it till November. But I had previous commitments, and I have to go home and do that, but I'll be back.
Ah, that's terrific. Well, that's good news. That's
Yeah.
the best news today so far.
Yeah.
Well, happy trip back. We'll see you later in the request segment.
All
Of course, I'd like you to stay with us here too,
Yeah.
if you would. Because we've got some lovely people coming out, and also, I might... No, don't touch it. Touch nothing. Just leave it as it is. If you've got it, flaunt it. Cheryl, this next gentleman and his wife could be very, very influential people on your career. He's the gentleman who started off as bass guitarist in a group called the Masters Apprentices, and now he's gone on to own everything in Australia that Kerry Packer doesn't.
Oh, my goodness.
He really is a very, very successful man. If you notice me grovelling, you're right. I will be grovelling, and you're more than welcome to join me in my grovelling.
Oh,
Okay?
good.
Please welcome with his lovely wife, Gaynor, Mr. Glenn Wheatley.
I grovel too.
Well, you've got to, haven't you, Gaynor? One of my proteges beside you, Cheryl Freeman, Mr. Wheatley,
Hi, how are you?
and Gaynor.
It's okay, she can call me Glenn. You can call me Mr. Wheatley.
Okay, fine, Mr. Wheatley. It really is a thrill to have you here, because as my next manager, I'm sure you'd like to know a bit about me. Glenn, it's a very exciting day for the Wheatley household, and indeed for all lovers of good entertainment and nightlife in Australia, because at last, after all the headlines,
At last.
all the problems, tonight the Ivy officially opens.
Yes, we've certainly had our fair share of problems, there's no doubt about it, but happy to say that that's all behind us. We've had a little bit more publicity than what we would have liked, but no, tonight is the night.
So all union problems behind you, and this is the go.
They're all there. They're all there tonight. They're all coming.
Yes, that's terrific.
No,
You did some grovelling, did you?
Oh, yes. No, we never really had a union problem. It was just one of those things. We had a dispute with a builder, and it's not the first or the last time it will ever happen. And it should have been resolved at arbitration, not on the front pages of, dare I say it, the Toorak Times.
Yeah, okay, well, fair enough. Anyway, you should say that's behind you now.
Yep.
And you've had some previews this week and everything looks terrific. It's an interesting thing, Glenn. You've got so many irons in the fire. You're successful in so many areas, radio and Hoyts, and of course, the management, the personal management of John Farnham, the turning around of his career, etc., the Sydney Swans.
Thank you. Yes,
and
I'm
thank you
sorry,
for winning
it's not
last Sunday.
Yeah, thank you. Yes, I know the Lions. You're hoping that they'll be in there as well, but
Do you see that scarf
no,
over
no.
there on the
Oh, no,
bus?
hang on, look.
I mean, that has become my absolute altar. And we have the opportunity. I mean, I want Fitzroy to get in there because I've loved them all of my life, and apart from that, I took the 12s early in the season to make the
no, I'm
five.
sorry, but I'm actually the same with the Sydney Swans. I mean, I've been a supporter for many years, and I just got to hope that we get
You
there
could still
too.
get there this year, couldn't
We've
you?
got that much of a chance.
A lot of
to do
things have to happen,
it.
including a few
You've got to
miracles.
lose.
Yeah.
Sorry, and we've got to win. That's right, yes.
Yeah, we'll see you next year anyway, Glenn.
Okay.
That'll be lovely. I was going to ask you, how come the Ivy all of a sudden became so prominent in your desires and your thoughts? What's your dream for the Ivy as a complex?
Well, I think Gaynor was supposed to handle this because a lot of the whole concept is hers, to be perfectly honest.
That's because you didn't have one.
That's right. I've got I have no taste at all. I mean, so
No, when he first brought the plans to me, I was going, yeah, that you can't have chandeliers and red leathered booths and things like that. So we just sort of kept it very simple in its design. It's all basically green in colour, which is how the Ivy sort of came about. Melbourne green and a lovely old building and sort of ivy creeping all over it, which is what I would have liked. But instead we called it the Ivy.
Gaynor, with a place like the Ivy, what do you refer to it as? I mean, it's more than just a nightclub or disco, isn't it?
It's not a disco, it is a nightclub. It's where people can come after they've been out for dinner at 11 o'clock and want to sit down, or, you know how I end up in restaurants until 1 o'clock in the morning because there's really nowhere else for me to go. I'd like
Couldn't
to
you go home? Or?
I could, but I paid the babysitter till 12:30,
Right.
so I mean I really want to get my value.
Sure.
So I just want to go somewhere where it's comfortable, it's not full of 18-year-olds, not that I've got anything against 18-year-olds, I think they're absolutely wonderful, but there's so many of them and they've taken over our clubs that there was nowhere for me or my age group, you know, just 29ish, to sort of go, and that's sort of how it sort of happened.
Well, people in my age group too, just hitting
You can
42,
come,
43.
yes.
I'm looking forward to it too. It'll be great. Good luck with it. I think it'll be sensational.
you.
Glenn, when you have a look at this early photograph of Glenn Wheatley from the Master's Apprentices,
You've raided my photo album.
yes, Gaynor did that for us, and you have a look
Isn't
there.
he cute?
Yeah, he's lovely. Well, he was always the cutest, wasn't he?
Yes, absolutely.
That's what you said anyway. Were there dreams?
Actually, no, Hank, that's not true. She always used to like the singer.
Jim Keys.
I was always the bass player. She never noticed me.
Well, what happened to Jim?
I don't know.
He married someone
is it?
else.
Yes, he
Or
married.
did he?
He didn't
Sorry.
get you.
So he was your first choice, was he, Jim? I mean, there is a
Then
God. I
I
mean,
was 13.
yeah, but nothing against Jim, but I mean, there is a God. I mean, you've got Glenn now and all those millions and things.
Yeah, no.
What? And Jim's driving a bus or something. No, he's doing beautiful things.
We had Jim around for dinner one night, and Gaynor just went to water. She couldn't. And I said,
Actually,
"What
for
is the
dinner, or
matter?"
was he serving? Now, tell the truth.
So the truth came out that actually it was the lead singer that she always used to like when she was 13 years old.
Actually, he was a great singer, wasn't he?
He's gorgeous.
Yeah. Okay, enough of
sorry.
Jim. Back to that era. What were your dreams then? Did you imagine that one day, I mean, I flippantly said before you own half Australia. You don't, but you're very fast getting there.
Well, in the very early days, all I wanted to do was be successful in music. Essentially, that's the base of all of my activities, whether it be radio or artist management or nightclubs. I think the only exception to that is my marriage in the Sydney Swans. It's not music-based, but everything else in my life is music-based, and that's where it all comes from.
You're quoted today in the Melbourne Herald as saying that you don't see anything you do as work. You see it as enjoyment.
Well, I am very lucky in that respect because I honestly love what I'm doing, and that's why it's not a chore, it's not a job. And
That's why he never comes home.
That's why you're always at restaurants until 1 o'clock in the morning, eh?
No, I mean I've got to learn to balance my home and my business because they're both enjoyable to me, and business certainly is something that I enjoy, and it's what keeps me going.
Yeah, but I mean, there's got to be more to it than that because the other guys who were with you in that era, I don't mean I'm not honing in on the group alone, but a lot of guys were into music then and would love to be doing things now that are music based, but they haven't been as successful as you. I mean, are you a hard man? Are you able to see the easy buck, the fast buck? What's the secret?
No, I think I'm a team man. I think I like to work with people that work as a team, and essentially that's why I keep using the Sydney Swans as an analogy as well, because it's teamwork, it's spirit, it's working with each other, it's complementing each other, it's working with everybody to lift the game. And if I have an ability, I think I have an ability to be able to inspire that with people around me. And I get them to enjoy the job as much as I do.
Until she had a baby not all that long ago, a friend of mine, Pamela Reid, was, I think, your personal assistant. I think that was
That's
the thing. And she used to tell me at parties and things that it wasn't a job, it was an experience. And it was, you came into that office and there was always something happening. And I guess that's the clue to being a good boss, eh?
Well, it's never dull, and I mean, I like to make sure that people have got something to be able to put their teeth into and have their own incentive. I honestly believe that the way that companies are going to be run into the 1990s is that they will become flatter organisations, meaning there'll be less hierarchy between management and the working staff. There'll be more incentive given to the workers because the day that they can come in and make their own decisions and enjoy the benefits of those decisions, we're going to get a lot more productivity.
Sure.
And I think that really does help. I mean, if people can come into the office and treat it like their home and enjoy it as much as they do their home, then you've really gone a long way to having a successful organisation.
Glenn, what would you do in a situation as boss if your assistant came to you and said that he had to leave an important meeting about half an hour into it because he needed to go to Adelaide to do a gig over there? Would you accept that as a legitimate excuse just to walk out, or what would you do? Or would you sack him on the spot, and as you sacked him, belt him right across the face? What would you do?
In my defence, Mr. Newton, I am sharing my network responsibilities.
It's about time someone did. What would you do, Glenn?
Well, that's a management decision I'd have to think about. I mean, I might be doing the same thing because I might be leaving halfway through this as well, but nothing personal. But
Oh, yes, but you see, there's no reason to grovel to him. You can leave whenever you want to leave. That's okay. It's great to see you here.
Thank you, Bert.
Particularly, good luck with tonight because...
Well, it's going to be a big night. Tonight is just the Victorian Association for Deserted Children. All the money is going raised tonight.
John's performing?
Well, John is the patron of this charity, and John is hosting tonight.
There will be a piano around and
And a microphone,
just in case
we
he gets
don't
the
know.
urge to sing.
But we are raising a lot of money for this charity. It's a charity that John Farnham has supported now for 18 years.
Yes, he has indeed. Yeah.
A lot of people are not that aware, but he has been a great supporter, and he's put a lot of his time over the years into this and looking after these deserted kids, the product of broken homes, and we're going a long way to really setting up a hostel, and the money raised tonight is going towards that. So we're very, very proud of that.
Terrific. All kidding aside, what time do you have to leave? Because there's a question I'd like to ask you about, John.
Oh, okay. No, I'll hang around. I'll wait for the question.
Fine. Well,
I think-
it's quite a simple question. I mean, you can answer it now if you will. It's just that when that turnaround occurred for John with Whispering Jack, before that, I mean, everyone in the industry always said that he was the best singer in Australia.
Yep.
Everyone loves him as a guy. I haven't heard one word against John Farnham. But everyone worried that he was going to, would he get back to where he was? Well, indeed, he's gone further than that.
Mm-hmm.
Was that beyond your plans, or was that exactly what you had in mind?
No, I, like you, Bert, and a lot of other people out there believed he was the best singer in this country. And I've been a friend of John's now for 20 years. And when I came back from America and was involved with Little River Band at the time, I got talking to John about his career and where it should be going and what he'd like to do. The real turnaround for John, pardon me, came about when he himself rolled his sleeves up and said, I want to go and do this again. He had to get that desire there, but he just needed the direction. It was a little bit of bad advice, perhaps. He was going in the wrong way. And I think that what he's got now is untold support from this country. I think there's not a person in this country that doesn't put their hand up and say, well, good on you, Johnny, for hanging in there. You've been there, you had a little bit of a slump, and you've come back. And I think that he's got such enormous support that you can
Everyone
feel
loves
it.
it.
I mean, we've created it.
I think also, too, I mean, it's just simply great when you get the album, when that album hits. I mean, you can't go wrong if you've got a successful one, can you?
He did it. I mean, he rolled up his sleeves. I mean, Gaynor and I were in that... Gaynor and I... Can I just have a little bit smart to this? No, I promise I won't drop it.
Okay, well, just your hands clean.
Yeah, no, it's a treasure, isn't it?
Don't take the $5.99 seriously. It's actually $2.35.
I mean, we've got it. Yes, look at this.
This is Glenn Wheatley actually has my album out. Isn't that wonderful?
Lovely.
For those of you watching the program,
that
if you've
fellow?
got the sound down, actually Glenn is thinking of re-releasing it.
You must be standing on a box there.
Now that's me with my father.
No, you must be standing on a box.
Yeah. What about Patty's hair there? Could you believe? Anyway,
Fabulous.
Fabulous. Little Patty, yes. Right.
would you like it?
There's no album in here.
Okay,
but
fair
I'm
enough.
just really
Okay,
sorry.
right. Someone's knocked the album off.
Here you go, see?
I tell you what, if they're serving with that again in the canteen, I'll really be furious. Glenn and Gaynor, thanks so much indeed for joining us today. And stay, please.
Thank you.
After this break, we're going to talk about brain power. Our special guests today, Cheryl Freeman, Glenn Wheatley and his lovely wife, Gaynor, a former actress, I should have said too. You're not acting now at all, are you?
I do most of my acting now, actually. When my American Express bill comes in, oh, it was essential. That's just that sort of stuff.
I just noticed during that commercial break, I mean, in the months I've been doing the show, I've never seen as many people come over and just greet the guest who sits. Do you notice that, Cheryl?
I sure did.
How things, Glenn? Like a glass of water, Glenn? Everything okay, Glenn? Oh, must be a nice feeling, is it?
I know, well, it is very good. But half of these people are all our friends. Gaynor used to work here.
That's
for
what I
many
should
years.
say. You are old friends, and most of them you've worked with before. This should interest you. Our next subject, we're going to talk about brain power, and obviously you've got a lot of that, Glenn. And I reckon it would be absolutely fantastic, obviously, if we could double our brain capacity. I'd be certainly happy with that. How much smarter we'd all be. And our next guest is a lady who believes she can unlock some of the secrets and mysteries of our mind and increase our brain power. She's not only a qualified teacher, lecturer and author, she also has a diploma in criminology. Please welcome Margaret Cutler Stewart. Welcome to our show. Whenever you hear the qualifications that you've got, I suppose everyone tries to look intelligent and brainy in the whole thing.
Well, so do I.
Yeah, well...
I try to sort of look like I can live up to, some of the degrees and things I've done.
Is that important with brain power? If you look as if you're brainy, can that transfer through to the real thing?
I would think so, yes. I think a lot of your physical expression, the way you dress, the way you stand, the way you move, yes, I think that does make you feel as if you are a bit more intelligent, and so you behave that way, and so you think a bit more clearly, yeah.
OK, some of the secrets to open up our brain and...
Gaynor just did one. Wonderful.
How
Absolute
come?
superb brain power. When you said you opened your American expression, you said it's essential.
That's good brain power?
That's terrific brain power.
I'm married to a genius.
Every woman has absolute complete and utter use of both hemispheres of the brain, because we've got our husbands around our little finger.
Tell us about that. Tell us. This is very sexist, but you see, these days...
No, we have, you see, because we've learned how to use both hemispheres. You see,
Absolutely.
you ask Glenn, hasn't
Yeah,
Glenn...
wait, just hang one sec, Margaret. I mean, there really is no justice these days with the new laws about
but
equal
it's
opportunity and not being, racist and sexist and the whole thing. You can say anything you want to about men. I've got to say, oh, that's not right, yes, or isn't that correct?
No, men are very logical. Men use the left brain very, very strongly. They're very analytical, very logical. Women use the right brain a little bit more, and we're more intuitive and more creative. So I think we complement each other very nicely.
Yeah.
I don't think one is superior to the other. I think we complement each other.
Well, just explain the hemispheres. There's the left hemisphere and the right hemisphere,
Well,
is
the
there?
left hemisphere is the day by day, sees everything step by step, sees the situation sitting here with the guests and yourself, sees the audience there. That's the left hemisphere.
Yeah.
It's the here and now, the logical.
That side there, over there.
This side here.
Right.
And
That's
also
why my left side faces the audience. I
Yes.
guess. Yeah, right, OK. Oh, I'm happy
Now-
facing that way.
Right. Now, that controls your right side of your body.
The left controls the
left
right.
controls the right. Now, your right brain is the intuitive, creative, memory part, and it controls the left side of your body.
Yeah. OK,
Right?
yeah.
So anything that you have wrong on the left side, you tend to look at memory and say, OK, why is this being manifested through a thought on the right hemisphere? And anything that's wrong on the right side, you always look at the left brain and say, what is that doing?
I'm told if you happen to be a boozer, it's the left side that goes first. I've noticed in conversation with the musos, if they don't hear you, they invariably say pardon with the right side.
Well, yes.
Is that true, though?
I'm not being sort of a boozer.
You wouldn't know.
I'll just keep quiet on that
No,
one.
but I just think
I might
because short-term
incriminate
memory
myself
loss is
quite
one
nicely.
of the things that happens,
Short-term
unfortunately.
memory loss is generally, something that happens through an immediate stress. Long-term memory loss generally goes something that's happened in childhood, something you want to forget. But actually, there's a little bit more to that. If, say, you have somebody who forgets telephone numbers and forgets names, then they might have something in their past that they're wanting to forget, so they're forgetting things now.
And Margaret, do they do that purposely?
Well, I suppose the hemisphere of the brain doesn't want to remember, so it deliberately forgets, but they are not aware that they are creating it for themselves. But what you do is you just help them to switch on. You do exercises that we are involved in, kinesiology. That's what I do, educational kinesiology.
What's that mean?
Educational kinesiology?
Yes.
That's muscle testing to access the left and right hemispheres of the brain, to find out what stresses there are there. Can I show you rather than talk?
How do you show it?
It's much easier.
Yes. Anything at all.
Can I get you to... Well, actually, you can sit down.
Sit down, yes.
there, and I'll get you to hold your hand out like that.
That's easy.
And just stop me pushing it down. So you hold it there. Now, don't put any pressure to lift it. Just hold it there. Right. OK. So both hemispheres are switched on quite nicely for you to be able to hold that hemisphere there. Isn't that good to know?
Thank you, Beverly. Not Beverly, Margaret, I'm sorry. What does that mean?
Now, OK, because Bert just switched my name, I'll get him to hold the mastoid process.
You'll get me to hold what? The mastoid...
The mastoid process. Actually, can I hold it for you?
Yes.
It's just behind the ear. And you just hold there, and that switches on your hearing, and it also will switch on part of your memory for names. So if you just hold that, when you want to remember somebody's name or a telephone number, you just hold behind your ear.
Just behind there,
Just
like
behind
that.
the ear.
Yeah.
Just like that. You can do it for yourself,
Yeah.
just holding there. Okay?
Well, it certainly helps the hearing.
It helps your hearing because you'll feel a little buzz, and that's your hearing clearing. And if it doesn't buzz enough for you, then you roll your ear out backwards.
I what?
Oops.
The guitarist is not trying to do it, is he?
You just roll your ear out backwards if you can't
Oh, like
hear
that?
things. No, like this. See that?
Oh, I see, yeah.
Roll the ear out backwards. No, no, you're going forwards. Come backwards.
Oh, right.
Like that. That's
Right.
it. And that will also switch on your hearing.
Lovely.
Now, when you're asking somebody if they've got a stress or a problem in their system, you actually hold the hand out like that. You hold it still and you say, is there a stress in this body? Ah, there is one.
Is there?
Right, yeah, well, tell me.
Can you
yes.
locate that?
Okay, can I do this? All right, so give me a yes, hold it there.
Yes.
Give me a no and hold it there.
No.
Right, so the hand will go down, give me a yes, and it locks. Can you feel the difference?
Yeah, I
Give me a
can.
no?
Yeah. Yes.
All right, you're doing yes.
No.
No.
Yes.
I've got to keep up with Bert.
No.
No, don't speak back.
Yeah. Try
Right,
it
give
again.
me a yes.
Yes.
All right, now hold it there.
Right.
Okay, it locks. Now give me a no
No.
and hold it there. Okay, and I can get it down. So what I do is if I want to find out that stress, there's a stress in the body, hold it there. Then I've got one yes, it's giving me a yes answer because it locks.
Yeah.
Then I've got to find out, okay, where it is. Is it in the left hemisphere, which is the logic here and now, what's going on in the present time? Hold it there. Nope. Is it in the right hemisphere, which is memory?
What happens if you don't find it?
Well, I found it. It's in the right hemisphere.
In the right hemisphere?
It's the right hemisphere, which is memory.
Oh.
Something going into memory. So
Okay.
I would then, I wouldn't do it in public because I don't know what your past has been like.
It's been quite nice. I can roll. 72 was a big year. Oh, it's wonderful.
It's true. Is it 1972? Sorry about that one. It's not 1972.
Yeah.
So I'll skip the rest.
Try 1974. I was married that year.
1974. There's a positive stress here. Yes,
Is there
is.
really? Well, it must be wrong. That's
There's the
fascinating.
power of your words too.
Yeah.
Remember, if I said to you, okay, Bert, I want you to do your best and hold your hand there, I just hold it there. And if I said to you, okay, I want you to try to hold your hand there,
Yeah.
just try very hard to hold it there. And it goes
That's
much
very
easier.
interesting, isn't it, eh?
And the word try locks you into the left hemisphere instead of both hemispheres of the brain.
Well, that's very
So
interesting,
if you
Margaret.
say to somebody, I want you to try to do it, they'll always fail. They've
That's
given them
terrific.
permission to fail.
And what's the bottom line? Am I okay?
Oh, yeah, you're fine. You've just got to stress there.
Oh, okay. Well,
see?
would you like to
Just
sit
one
down?
stress,
And I
yes, I
might,
will.
in the commercial breaks, I might just get you to continue with the treatment.
Yeah, sure.
And perhaps by the end of the show, I can divulge what's wrong.
All right. If you're game.
Thanks for joining us. Margaret Cutler-Stewart. And great to have you on the show. After this break, Barry Crocker is going to sing a song which I think everybody loves. We'll see you soon. Welcome back. Margaret, as you would realise, we're all fascinated by what you did with me, and also Gaynor was very keen there to find out. And as you explained to me, that you just, if you want to find out the source of the stress problem,
Yes.
you just keep asking questions and you get
Yes.
your result
You'll
there,
always,
don't you?
So long as you put it in terms of a yes-no answer, always ask a question that can come up yes or no, then the body will always give you the answer.
I'd love to have you back on the program another day. Would you come
Thank
back?
you. I'd love to come back.
Terrific.
Thank you.
Barry Crocker is with us today, and it's always nice to welcome Barry. He's going to sing a song called The Impossible Dream, which I think everyone loves. And Peter O'Connor, my beloved floor manager, was saying that you've got some notes there. Now, I've known Barry for a long, long time. We started out together, basically. What I don't know about Barry is not worth knowing. What's he told you?
Okay, he's been the first singer at a grand final ever.
That's true.
He sang Impossible Dream in 1977,
Yes.
and he's here for the Blitz Ball, 3MP Blitz Ball.
Oh, there was a plug. Yes,
Yeah,
I
knew
thought.
there was
Yes,
a plug
yes.
there.
When's that on?
Tonight, isn't it, Barry?
The Blitz Ball, the Melbourne Town Hall.
Town Hall, and he hasn't sung there since 1957.
They must have forgiven you after all these years, Barry. You're back there for the first time since '57. I'm looking forward to it. I know you will too. And incidentally, Barry, you know that Glenn Wheatley's in the house, don't you? So, Chookers, here's Barry Crocker to sing The Impossible Dream.
The words of Don Quixote. O maker of empty boasts on this of all nights, to give way to vanity. Nay, Don Quixote, take a deep breath of life and consider how it should be lived. Call nothing thy own except thy soul. Love not what thou art, but only what thou may become. And give yourself not over to pleasure, lest thou have the misfortune to overtake it. And always look forward. In last year's nest there are no birds this year. And be just to all men, and courteous to all women. And Don Quixote, dream your dream, dream your dream. to dream the impossible dream, to fight the unbeatable foe, to bear with unbearable sorrow, to run where the brave dare not go, to right the unrightable wrong, to be better far than you are, to try when your arms are too weary, to reach the unreachable star. This is my quest, to follow that star, no matter how hopeless, no matter how far, to be willing to fight without question or pause, to be willing to march into hell on a heavenly cause. And I know if I'll only be true to this glorious quest, that my heart will lie peaceful and calm when I'm laid to my rest, and the world will be better for this, that one man, scorned and covered with scars, still strove with his last ounce of courage to reach the unreachable star, to reach that unreachable star.
Lovely, Barry. Look at that. Barry Crocker and The Impossible Dream. And special thanks to Barry because he filled in at the last moment. We had Normie Rowe booked for today's show, and because of the airline problems, we couldn't fly him in, and Barry at the last moment came in, filled in, and as always, beautifully. Thank you, Barry. He'll join us at the couch in a few moments' time. In the meantime, we'll take a break. Barry Crocker has joined us now at the couch. Good to see you, Barry. Old friends, you and Glenn, of course.
Yes, of course, we go way back.
Barry, the song today was absolutely beautiful, by the way. Thanks for filling in at the last moment. Normie, hopefully, will be with us one day next week. Barry, there's some song that you particularly want to sing for us next Friday. There's been so much tumult and shouting and so forth in the office about Barry must do this next Friday.
Well, it's Music of the Night from Phantom of the Opera.
Yeah, it's a lovely song.
It's my audition piece, really, because I'm going for the part. I know
Are you really?
I know that you like the thought of Glenn Shorrock doing it, but...
No, I just thought Glenn might be nice in the role.
I'd sing it taller.
But you're sitting there, so I'm saying that you'd be... Just going to say, you wouldn't have to have your legs removed or anything, would you?
No. Well, Michael Crawford is quite tall. I think that everyone in Australia is going for the part. I know that John Farnham has been muted, and the great Burke is going for it, I believe. Everyone is going for the part, and of course, naturally I am. It's a wonderful role.
Next Friday, is that, apart from the night spot in the show, is that basically also, just a chance for them to see you do it?
I hope so, yeah.
How long does it run? It's a pretty long song, isn't it?
No, it's quite short, actually.
No, I think it runs about 4.5 minutes.
In other words, you want to join?
No, you'll be doing the 2.5-minute version, which they haven't heard before.
That's true.
Just drop out.
Could be, yes.
Yeah.
Jim's watching over there after today. It could be the short version.
Well, we'll look forward to it anyway, Barry, next Friday. What's the song called again?
It's called Music of the Night.
Music. I'll keep an eye on the arrangement.
Nighttime sharp.
Lovely. That's next Friday. Barry will sing it for you from Phantom of the Opera. You'll actually see a live audition on camera, which I know is not new. It's been done many times before, but officially he'll be auditioning next Friday. Who's it for? Cameron McIntosh?
Of course.
Oh, is he going to watch the
Big
show?
organisation. Well, hoping to tape it and send it
You're
across.
not allowed to. Illegal, but I'll get you a copy.
Okay.
And I'll do I'll do an intro on the tape that won't be actually on the show. Would you trust me?
Yes.
And if you get the part, it'll be amazing.
Small percentage.
I'll tell them the truth. Good on you, Barry. Of all the regulars that we have at our show, there's only one who spends half his life underwater spying on fish and their sex life. Guess who it is? A marine biologist, Reg Lipson. Here's Reg. You well?
I'm very well, thank you, Bert.
Last time you talked about zombies and we had a lot of fun.
Yeah.
What have you got for us today, Reg?
Well, I thought I'd talk about a family of fish that live in southern Australia who have taught us a lot about the sexuality of human beings as well, Bert.
That sounds interesting.
It is an interesting family. They've got mothers and fathers and children. And perhaps the first thing we should do is have a look at the pictures of the mothers and fathers.
Just before you do, Reg, just back to me 1 second. Thanks, Tony. I have been criticised today by my floor manager and AFM and director and producer of the whole box and dice that I'm not taking my wines and cues. So I think we'll try something that Johnny Carson used to use. When you feel it's time for me to wind up, go across to Joe, the piano player, and he's very softly, he starts to tittle something, and then I know it's time to go for a station break, and we'll do it American style. Okay? No. Nice and sort of as time goes by. Try it. Yeah. So when I hear that, I know that Reg has to get off. Okay. Fine, fair enough. Okay, here we go. So the slides that
Let's
you
have
have
a look
for
at the
us, Reg.
slides. First of all, I think we'll have a look at the father, and you can see this fish is a large fish and he's quite characteristically coloured. And then perhaps have a look at the mother, the female, and then have a look at the juvenile bird. And the first thing to notice is that all the babies resemble the mother because they are all female. There are no male children in this family.
All those fish aren't female?
No, only all the juveniles are female, so there are no baby males.
Yeah, but hang on a sec. Well, how do you find the males eventually?
That's what we've got to come to, because the males exist.
I'm sorry, I'm getting a little upset because I'm listening for a piano.
So if we go down underwater and I watch these fish living down there, what happens is each father, each male, has about 10 females in his harem and lots of babies, females, and he swims around all day and he gives them a very hard time. He attacks the females, he stops them feeding, and you really wonder, you know, what sort of life they have. And then an incredible thing happens. Years ago, we removed the male from the harem. We wondered where he came from in the first place. No males are born at all. And an incredible thing happened. Every female in the harem commences to change to a male. Now, by collecting them, dissecting, we found the ovaries were disintegrating and the testicles were developing in the female body. So every female started to become a male. As soon as the biggest female became the male, and she makes the change first, she then harassed all the other half-change females, and they reversed the sex change. And so the males were only formed as they were required. And there's a lesson in this, isn't there? I mean, if we don't harass our females, God knows what they're going to change into, Bert.
What do you say to that, Margaret? Eh?
I'll keep very quiet.
Reg, it's probably a stupid question, but how do you observe this sort of thing? How do you stay under long enough to? Do you work in shifts?
Yes, we sort of do. I mean, really, we only go down for an hour at a time, but we might go down twice or three times in a day. But we're talking about 30 years of going down and over 6,000 hours.
Long time, isn't it?
It is, yeah, it's a long time. Yeah. So the question that was asked about human beings, of course, if one of those, I mean, what's the function of that male fish? He's merely a producer of sperm for the females. He does nothing else. And there's only one male per 10 females. So the question we ask is, why are there so many human males? I mean, if we are just sperm producers, then why are there so many of us? Because if there's 5,000 million human beings on this planet, and every man releases 500 million sperm when he climaxes, that requires only 10 climaxes to populate the Earth. Not 10 men, 10... One night's work for me when I was young, Bert. 10 climaxes.
Yeah, you know, we've all got our own little dilatations, what we like to talk about, but how did we move from fish all of a sudden into your own private life, what you did years ago? I mean, if there's something, if you're auditioning for something, Reg, I mean, you're more than welcome to use the cameras.
Thank you, Bert.
Everything okay at home?
Everything's okay. Well, it was when I left,
Let me just check it. Just put your arm out. Okay, now, squeeze up there. Right, now listen very carefully when I say something. Do you have any problems in your life, yes or no? My God, you are in bad shape. Someone told me when they were discussing
We're finished.
What was about playing the piano? Hang on a sec, you've got to realise I do suffer from short-term memory loss. Why is he playing? I've got to go. Well, just one very quick question, and just keep going nice and quietly, Joe. Someone told me that you've discovered there's a tribe or a race here in the world that does much the same sort of thing.
Exactly the same.
Whereabouts?
They're in the Caribbean, and I'll perhaps talk to you another day, but in that race, human beings change their sex without any medical or scientific intervention.
Same thing happens in television quite often.
These are women in which they actually grow all the male genitalia and become fathers. They actually change, and we've got it all documented and know all about it.
Well, we would like to welcome you back. Naturally, we'll have to recheck your credentials before you come back, Reg. But that sounds fascinating. So we'll talk about it next time.
Thank you.
Reg Lipson, ladies and gentlemen. That works nicely, doesn't it, eh? After this break, Elizabeth Chong is going to do some Chinese cooking until such time as the piano plays. We'll see you soon. Big news, ladies and gentlemen. Wheels within wheels. Executives in discussion for quite some time. And the big news is John Deeks is staying with us for the duration of the show. There you go. Lovely. Now, there you can all relax and just take it easy. The Anthill Mob are a Butte group. They were formed in London, and they're performing tonight, incidentally, in Melbourne at the Club Clicquot, and also on Sunday night at the Melbourne Regent. And it's nice to have them with us on the show today. The Anthill Mob and Choo Choo the Boogie.
Station with a pack on my back. I'm tired of transportation in the back of a hat. I love to hear the rhythm of a clickety-clack, and hear the lonesome whistle, see the smoke from the stack. Pile around with democratic fellas named Mac, so take me right back to the track. Jack, I said choo-choo, choo-choo, choo-boogie, woo-woo, woo-woo, choo-boogie, choo-choo, choo-choo, choo-boogie. Take me right back to the track, Mr. Piano Man. But alas and alack, you need some compensation to get back in the black. You take a morning paper from the top of the stack and read your situation from the front to the back. The only job that's open needs a man with a knack, so put it right back in the rack. Jack, I said choo-choo, choo-choo, choo-boogie, woo-woo, woo-woo, choo-boogie, choo-choo, choo-choo, choo-boogie. Take me right back to the track, Mr. Saxophone. And live the life of Riley in the beaten down shack. So when I hear the whistle I can peep through the crack and watch your train a-rolling when you're stalling the jack. Well, I just love the rhythm of the clinkety-clack, so put it right back in the rack. Jack, I said choo-choo, choo-choo, choo-boogie, woo-woo, woo-woo, choo-boogie, choo-choo, choo-choo, choo-boogie. Take me right back to the track.
The Anthill Mob and Choo Choo the Boogie. Barry, what sort of music do you call that? Because you don't hear enough of it these days, do you?
It's old-time jazz.
Beautiful.
We were around those early days. I'm going back to the Melbourne Town Hall tonight. The downbeat concerts.
That's
used
right.
To have music just like
In
that.
actual fact, when you started out in music, Barry, and you were playing drums, all kidding aside, you actually had a haircut like the guy.
Exactly the same. Yeah, I told the boys before, exactly the same haircut.
Good on you. Okay, thanks, boys. It was just great. The Anthill Mob, ladies and gentlemen. And now, please welcome. There they are. Well done. Hope you can come back again. Please welcome one of Australia's best and certainly most charming Chinese chefs, Elizabeth Chong. Chopsticks from the band, you probably...
Great.
Welcome, Elizabeth. Elizabeth, you're talking to one of the converted, because I love Chinese food. I know that Barry does. And I guess most people in Australia now, the days have gone where all of a sudden you just race down with the billy and get some chop suey.
Yes,
now we're really into it, aren't we?
Yeah, that happened about late 1940s, 1950s. But now I think the government actually...
Tell me, Elizabeth, is something coming my way? I can hear something behind me.
Yes, I've brought my assistant with me who's doing all the hard work. I'm just sitting here on the easy seat.
Right.
Margaret's been with me for some years now, and don't take any notice of the colour of her hair. She's Chinese underneath all that.
Right, okay. So what happened, the revolution that occurred in Chinese cooking in Australia, what brought it about?
I think it's just a steady diet that the Chinese have had and loved and taken for granted. And really, Bert, when you think about it, there hasn't been a great widespread promotion for Chinese food. We are just here, and Australians just love the food. It's just so nutritious. It's just so tasty that it was a far cry from the stodgy English food of the early days.
Well, yeah, and if you dine out regularly, you can go to a steak place and have a great night, but when you come out, you know that you've eaten. You know, you've got that heavy feeling. Yeah. You go and get some good Chinese food, which we do regularly, and you come out and you feel happy, you feel contented, but you don't feel bloated.
Absolutely true. I mean, we're a very contented race of people, really. Look at me, I don't look 101, do I?
Are you content and happy because of the diet that you're on?
There's a great deal to do with that, Bert. Confucius said that food is the first happiness. And furthermore, he said that eating is the only joy that spans the entirety of a man's lifetime. You think about that.
Well, it's true, isn't it?
It's good.
True.
It's pretty good.
What are some of the secrets in Chinese cooking that we wouldn't understand or we don't know?
I think, it's the simplicity of it. People are rather threatened, I think, by the fact that it is so different. But if they really get down to grassroots, it's the simplicity of Chinese food that is most appealing. It's the natural approach to it, insofar as vegetables and meat are taken, and there's not a great deal of fuss made over it, and they are just cooked in as quick a time as possible.
And also small portions, which I reckon is great.
I think that's good too, yes.
Well, I guess they can be large portions too, but in most good Chinese restaurants you have a selection of a whole range of things.
Absolutely. I think sometimes I go to Western, I like all food. Any food's great. But many times I feel like having a whole series of little entrees. Have you ever sat in a restaurant and ordered your own? It's taken you 5 agonising moments to decide what to have, and you think that's the big decision, and then somebody else is ordering something else and you think, darn it, I wish I'd ordered that.
Yeah.
Well, in Chinese you can have the lot, you can sit up there with your friends and everybody shares everything. And there's this lovely, happy, communal feeling, of sharing. And I think, there's a sort of an emotional significance about Chinese food that ties people together. Whereas if you're eating on a plate, you feel very separate.
Sure.
So you have to make conversation with the next person to break the ice. But if you're all dipping into the same plate,
it's communal.
You feel happy.
What intrigues me too is if you go to a Chinese restaurant for takeaway, and I'm sure this has happened to almost everybody, you go to the bloke at the front counter or the girl at the front counter and you say, look, can I have chicken chow mein for 2, please? Mm-hmm. Could I have the lovely duck that you do, the steamed duck with the orange sauce, make that for 2 also? Could I have 2 spring rolls, half a dozen steamed dim sims with no sauce, and a half a dozen fried, and also half a dozen with the
sauce and without sauce. Yeah.
And then the man says, sure, and he goes to the little thing, presses the thing, goes, oh yeah, da. and everything arrives. That is amazing.
And Bert, if you went back 6 months later, he'll still press that button, go, da-da, and you'll still get it, won't you? 6 months later, the same thing.
Must be wonderful.
And he'll
language.
say, how do you do, Mr. Newton?
That's right. Yeah. Do you want, and again tonight, do you want the, oh yeah? You say yes, thank you, and off it goes.
No, don't try that.
Let's go over, Elizabeth, and see
Okay.
what Margaret's up to over here. It smells beautifully, I might say.
Wonderful.
There's the
You see
wok,
it?
the famous wok.
Yes.
What do we have, Elizabeth?
Well, we've got something different to show you today because I think the Bert Newton Show is such a lively show that we wanted to do something which was a little bit different. So I've decided on a theme called Oodles of Noodles.
Oodles of
Oodles
noodles.
of Noodles.
Sounds good to me.
And when you think about it, the Western people have been searching for that great elixir of long life forever, and they've never found it. And the Chinese have always noted that noodles are the greatest ultimate symbol of long life. The longer the noodle, the longer the life. All birthday parties we have noodles. And I think all over the world people love pasta of any kind, and they don't realise...
I don't think Joe likes Chinese food. He's started to play. So, yeah, I'm sorry.
So Margaret has prepared a wonderful Cantonese dish, and everybody knows this one. This is the one you probably get when you order your takeaway.
That's the ayahoa.
Yeah, that's right. They're fried noodles with a wonderful selection of meat and vegetables. And I'm going to show you something which is quite different.
Hope you know the whole song, Joe.
Can I watch out, mate? These are rice noodles. We've got different noodles, fat ones, thin ones, round ones, skinny ones, all sorts. These are rice noodles. When they're white, they're rice.
Just explain what you're going to do, and then during the commercial break, you can do it, and we'll see the finished product.
Actually.
Okay, so the noodles are going to go in. What goes in after the noodles?
Gotta watch out.
What else are you going to do? Oh, look at that.
I want to show you. Isn't that great?
Yeah.
Now that is a wonderful fried noodle that you can use as a base.
Yes.
Or you can use that as a garnish. Isn't that lovely? It's a garnish for chicken and duck and meats and
So just
forth.
explain to us what else you're going to do for us. Then we'll take the commercial break, then we'll come back and see the finished product.
Yeah.
Because Joe's running out. Oh, that's it.
You know, I can come back. I can cook all day. if you
Okay,
want to.
lovely. Okay, we'll take this commercial break, and after this break, we'll see what else Elizabeth has cooked up for us, and also Peter Ford. He's going to talk showbiz. We'll see you soon. Welcome back, Elizabeth Chong, Australia's finest Chinese cook, is with us. And what has she cooked up for us there? What have you finished with, Elizabeth?
Cooking up a couple of things here, Bert. Right here I've got some chicken stock.
Yep.
I've forgotten my soup ladle, so when you don't have what you should have, you just use your head, and I found a little bowl. And this is boiling chicken stock, and it's so simple, you see. You buy these noodles, they're called Hokkien noodles. You buy them fresh in the Asian stores, put it into your soup bowl, and I quickly stir-fried some prawns and some chicken and some green vegetables, and you ladle your chicken broth, and you have, voila.
It looks wonderful.
Chicken noodles.
Lovely. And it smells beautifully, as I mentioned before. Thanks, Elizabeth, and thanks to Margaret. Now, ladies and gentlemen, it's my pleasure to introduce to you our expert on showbiz, and I believe he's dressed in a very special way today. Please welcome Peter Ford. Jack Nicholson, eat your heart out.
It is the Joker. It's not Tammy Faye Baker.
No.
It's pathetic the things people will do for attention, isn't it?
You look wonderful. As I say, Jack Nicholson has nothing on you.
Well, I've got bat fever, Bert. I think everyone's starting to get
It's
it.
going to be the biggest thing, obviously, in cinema history, is it, Peter?
Oh, I think it is. It's breaking all the records in the States, and the hype and the merchandising that goes with it. I just saw myself. My new newspaper column starts this Sunday. I think my credibility is shot to hell.
No, it's good to do character
Do you think
stuff.
so?
Yes, it'll help
good.
you no end.
Well, the merchandising, they expect $30 million worth of stuff to be sold here in Australia in the next couple of months. Now, I've got some of it here. Now, the thing is, a lot of the really... There's Batman there. There's some scenes from the movie, and I bet you this time next week when it opens, the queues will be just extraordinary. Over in the States, they were queuing up for half a mile. They had security guards and people were trying to get through side doors. It was unbelievable. And of course, Jack Nicholson is the Joker, and they say he'll get an Academy Award nomination for it. And Michael Keaton, who is best known for some of his comedy work, is Batman. But I've got to say, Nicholson just steals this movie. It really is his
He also
movie.
stole most of the profits, didn't he, Peter?
He did. Well, they're saying $60 million. It's not bad dough, is it, for one movie?
And they're already talking about, what, the next movie and the movie after that?
Yeah, well, the next one they reckon will have Cher as Catwoman,
Yeah.
Danny DeVito as Penguin, and probably Michael J. Fox as Robin.
It sounds terrific.
It sounds great. I've got some of the merchandising here. Now, the really good stuff, the stuff that I think you're after for Matthew, is build your own bat cave in the bedroom.
Oh,
I mean,
wonderful,
imagine
yes.
that. Oh, it'd be terrific, wouldn't it?
Terrific.
And also the replicas of the bat car and blow-up bat boats. Now, that stuff has been delayed in China because they were putting it all into production to come out to coincide with the movie. But with all the drama over there about 8 weeks ago, it's all been delayed.
I don't think it would really worry a lot of parents if it stayed over there. I mean, thank God my daughter Lauren likes Bambi.
Oh, it's much softer. Well, here's some of the stuff. Now, of course, you've got your bat T-shirts. Now, what amazes me is the stuff, the price they're charging for this stuff. It's unbelievable. Grab a load of that one. That one's about $25. Now, some of the stuff that came out in the 60s when the TV series was on is now worth a fortune.
What else have you got?
If only I'd hung on to it, because I used to collect all the bat stuff.
Did you really?
Oh, I did. I was right into the whole thing. I watch it every night. The bat box. Now, this is the bat lunchbox, plastic lunchbox. What do you reckon that's worth?
Oh, $15?
Try $28.
$28?
$28 for that.
And how much have you got one that opens?
Don't break it. It's got to go back. They'll turn.
Does all this stuff have to go back?
It's got to go back.
That's what they think. Yeah,
Minotaur.
okay, righto.
Now, this is a whole collection of bat cards from the old chewing gum packets that came out in the 60s. There's
Having trouble, Peter?
Yes, a little bit of trouble with the gloves. There's 143 cards in that pack. Now, what do you reckon 143 chewing gum cards are worth? About $10?
Yeah.
Try 39.
Isn't that
grab
ridiculous?
you? Another T-shirt there. That one's a
at
Joker
these cards.
T-shirt. They're good ones to collect. That's the entire collection. Somebody made a fortune on those. All the Batman comics are back out again, and also the Bat chewing gum.
I'm sorry, Peter. I do beg your pardon. Sorry.
Thank you.
I'll pick them up for you.
They've got to go back in numbered order too, Bert.
Do they really? You're going to have a very big afternoon, aren't you?
Now, there's the Bat chewing gum. Now, in there's 4 Bat cards, also a sticker, and a piece of chewing gum. What do you reckon a packet of chewing gum's worth?
I don't know.
$1.99?
Yeah.
Well, it is, I can promise you. And the kids are...
Sorry, I was trying to feature that. I could just keep that, couldn't I? They're not going to, report me and throw me in jail if I
Well,
just
as long as
keep
we
that.
would give a subtle mention to Minotaur Bookshop in Swanston Street.
Oh, I know all the people. They're lovely
You
people.
buy the Doctor Who stuff
I
there.
certainly
There's
do.
a Batman Thurbus. I'm getting bored with the Batman stuff.
Lovely.
There's no tags. So
Lovely stuff. Yeah, what else have we got,
That's
Peter?
it for the Batman.
Terrific.
I've been to see Dame Kiri Takanawa.
She was wonderful, I hear.
She was superb. I was a bit surprised though. She's here in town, of course, to do La Boheme for the Victoria State Opera, in which she plays Mimi. And it's coming up on a simulcast soon too, on August 30, so you can see it for nothing. And you can't buy a ticket anyway, it's completely sold out. But I thought the audience response was a little bit quiet on opening night, but they say Melbourne audiences do tend to be a bit reserved. But it really was sensational. I'm not a big opera buff. When I was growing up, I thought of opera as sort of fat old tarts with horns on their heads. But these days, of course... Well,
nice turn of phrase, yeah.
Well, Dame Kiri's not like that, of course. She's terrific. And now they have not the subtitles, but the surtitles on top. So you sit there and read what's happening, the translation, because it's in French anyway, so you can't understand it. So it's like watching SBS Live. It's terrific. So that's coming up.
If you've just tuned in, folks, Peter Ford hasn't been well.
Wasn't it sad to hear about Amanda Blake?
It certainly was, from Gunsmoke, Kitty, Miss Kitty.
People would know her as Miss Kitty. Now, there's some confusion about her age. I see the papers this morning are saying 58.
She'd be older than that.
Yeah, well, they say, I think 61, one of my books says, and I think that's probably closer to the truth. People may have seen her just a couple of weeks ago in the reunion movie that was made, the Gunsmoke reunion, and that came out and was shown on 7 actually about 8 weeks ago, and she still was holding up pretty well then.
Peter, thanks very much indeed for all the trouble you've gone to. You look terrific as the Joker. Batman, of course, is going to be the biggest thing ever, and I thank you for your report and look forward to talking to you next week.
See you, Bert.
Peter Ford, ladies and gentlemen. Looks great. Looks wonderful. And we're back with you after this break with requests from Barry and Cheryl of the whole gang. A little bit of request music, please, Joe, if you would. Request time on the Bert Newton Show, something we do every Friday right about this time. And if you'd like to hear a request, all you have to do is write to us, care of the station to which you are now tuned. Cheryl Freeman and Barry Crocker are with us. Please welcome them back to the show. There we go. Nice. Perhaps you could have gone to Adelaide, John. Okay. Any request at all from the audience, just call one out. Just shout it out. Don't put your... Just call out any request you'd like to hear.
My way.
My way, yeah. Anything else that we can hear? Did I hear Walk On By? Walk On By? Who knows Walk On By?
Obviously.
Walk On By?
I could try.
Okay. Walk On By. Here's Cheryl to try it.
If you see me walking down the street and I start to cry each time we meet, walk on by, walk on by.
that'll do, Cheryl. The reason we didn't do My Way, we did it a couple of weeks ago. It's everyone's favourite, but it was done. It's been done quite a few times. Okay, here we go, one more time. Just call out what you'd like to hear. Ain't misbehaved. Green, green grass of home. Barry, that sounds as if it's...
This is My Way with the green, green grass of home.
Okay, right.
G, yeah.
The old hometown looks the same as I step down from the train, and there to greet me is my mama and my papa. Yeah, down the road I look, and there runs Mary, hair of gold and lips like cherries. It's good to touch the green, green grass of home. Straight to the end. Yeah, yes, they'll all come to see me 'neath the shade of that old oak tree, as they lay me 'neath the green, green grass of home.
This one now, to tie off, is one from home. And this is going to please very much our executive producer, whom we see now. Here's our executive producer. Can we see our executive... No, wait on, hang on a sec. No, that's live, isn't it? Oh, no, we don't need that because we have this one, you see, on tape, which we go to whenever we want to see our executive. We've got a little stock of you. We'll show you again, Jim. See, that's you, that we took a couple... See, that's in freeze frame. Whenever we want to refer to our executive... There are so few shots of you smiling, and we thought that we'd just use that whenever we wanted to. It's his favourite song, I might mention, Cheryl. Also, I know from a letter I received during the week from delightful people, and unfortunately I've got the letter with me, I'll have to resort to memory, so I'll see how I go, Margaret. It's from Dorrie and Joe Timmins of the Corso in Mentone, and Joe hasn't been 100%. It's his very favourite song, and it's sent to him with love from Dorrie, and I can't believe that Joe ain't misbehaving. Here's Cheryl Freeman with your song, Dorrie and Joe.
No one to walk with, all by myself. No one to talk with, but I'm happy on the shelf. Ain't misbehaving, I'm saving my love for you. I don't go out late, don't care to go. I'm home about 8, just me and my radio. Ain't misbehaving, I'm saving my love for you. Now your kisses, they all worth waiting for. You better believe me. I don't go out late, don't care to go. I'm home about 8, just me and my radio. Ain't misbehaving.
Lovely. Cheryl, from all of us on the show, bon voyage and come back again.
Thank you very much.
Cheryl Freeman, ladies and gentlemen, we're back with you after this break. Okay, that's our show for today and also for this week. You're not supposed to do it this way. Okay, right, I'll take it. I want to say hello. Time to go. I've got to say hello to Colin and Sue Nash of Breathtaker Lodge in Mount Buller. There's a particular reason for saying that. And I'll see you on Monday. Once again, Cheryl, bon voyage and have a good time. Thanks to all our guests. And we'll see you on Monday at 12 o'clock. Until then, goodbye, have a great weekend, and God bless.
When in Melbourne, our guests stay at the Hilton on the Park. This has been a Jim McKay production for the Australian Television Network. The Bert Newton Show was brought to you by the new Jenny Craig weight loss program. Now more than ever, it's the Australian way to lose weight.